Hello everybody and welcome back to another Kid-A-Loo gaming creator tutorial today. So I had a question this week from the community about what platform we use to record videos and how we edit those, what platform we use for that. And I am also in the middle of doing a video lesson series with my crew on how to edit videos and the different settings. So I wanted to get this out here today for the community. If you want more of these kinds of videos on how to create games, how to edit videos, let me know that as well, and we may do some future videos on that. If not, you just want to stick to gaming, that's totally fine too. Let me know in the comments. For now, this is something that I was going to make for my crew, and we decided to post it for the community as well, but we would love your feedback. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now. And what I am in is OBS. So if you use OBS, you're familiar with OBS, you're familiar with the way this screen looks. Obviously there's the recording and the settings buttons over here. I'm not going to do a whole tutorial on OBS today, but I did answer that question earlier this week. Somebody asked me what we use to record our videos. We use a couple different platforms, but primarily we use OBS. It's a free open source streaming and recording platform is what we use to record the videos and what I am recording this video in right now. Okay, so this is going to capture my screen. So then I am going to now take you into what we use to edit videos, which is Wondershare Filmora. So currently Wondershare Filmora 11 is the latest version. I believe 12 is about to come out, but I am going to skip over here into Wondershare Filmora. This is not going to be a full tutorial. I can do one of those if you guys want to see something like that, an overview of Wondershare Filmora, but I wanted to take you into one of the video projects that I just posted, which is our Adopt Me Christmas video. We posted that not too long ago. So once a video is built and ready to be exported within the system, I wanted to really walk through the video settings and how to do that. Assuming the video is all the way edited, I'm going to go up here to export, and then we can name the video whatever we want right here. And then I am going to go through these different, so I've got this saved output setting right here. I can change where I want this to save, but for now I am happy with it going to just my video file. You can set a preset. Really what I like to do though is go into this settings button here, and that opens up to really change the settings on video quality. So you can do good, obviously this will be less quality, better and best. I always export this at the best setting. I want the channel to look good, I want the videos to look good, so I always use the best setting. H.264 is the encoder, you can leave that alone. I always leave this alone, GoPro shot. Resolution, 1920 by 1080 is going to be the standard size resolution that we want to keep in there. Frame rate is something that I adjust if I need to. So I typically leave this at 60 FPS. But if I watch through the exported video and there's any kind of lag or any kind of situations where it skips or it doesn't look quite right on the export setting, then I change this to 30 FPS, and that generally fixes it, and I generally don't notice a difference in the quality on that. So that's kind of what I do for that. For bitrate, honestly, I use 80,000 kbps. I could probably do lower than that. Obviously there's settings that you can do that are even higher than that, but this is just going to, obviously change the file size. So I generally do 80,000 kbps. I think that is pretty high, but that's what I standardly use. The encoder typically stays the same, stereo stays the same, the sample rate stays the same, and then on bitrate, I can leave it at 192. I usually just use 256 because that's what I like to use. Kind of personal preference on that. So then I am going to hit OK, and then you'll see those settings are all saved right here, and then you can see the file size right here, so 5613. So if we wanted to make that smaller, and we went back into settings and made this, like say 20,000 instead of 80,000, we hit OK, and you can see that changed the file size and made the file size a little bit smaller. So, when you're changing these settings, obviously lower quality is going to be a smaller file size. I tend to go on the higher side because I want the higher quality. Obviously, there's a trade-off with the file size and saving files that size on your computer, but that's what I typically do and what I typically prefer. So once these settings are all done, you can choose auto highlight, which will basically generate kind of like a short video. I don't really care for those because they kind of skip around a lot, and to me the content isn't that great. You may have better luck depending on the type of content that you do. And then you can choose to upload to cloud, which simply just automatically uploads it to your Filmora cloud account as a backup. And then I leave this checked, enable GPU accelerated video encoding. So those are all my export settings. You can choose the file settings that you want. So this is set in MP4. You can also do this in F4V or MP3. If you do it as MP3, it's going to be the sound only without the video. So sometimes I want to just export the sound, then I would do that in MP3. But otherwise, I typically always leave this in MP4. You can even choose the type of device that you're going to be exporting for to play it on. I don't generally mess with that. You could upload it directly to YouTube here, or Vimeo, or DVD. I don't mess with any of that. I stay on local, I choose MP4, and then I choose these video settings that you've got right here. And that is how I export and save the videos that we make for the Kid-A-Loo channel, using OBS to record and using Wondershare Filmora as our video editor and to export. Once I have the file exported, I upload it to YouTube manually, add in the tags, add in the descriptions, and then that's how we get the videos from recording to editing to YouTube. Alright guys, I hope that quick video on the Wondershare Filmora 11 export settings was helpful to you. If you would like to see more videos on content creation or on video editing in particular, please let me know below in the comments. Otherwise, we will see you guys on the next gaming video. Bye!